Let's go out to Petco in San Diego, and Ben Goessling should be with a snap of the fingers, and there he is. Ben, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good, good. We're just thinking about once Steven Strasburg comes up to the big club, there's going to be kind of some adjustments here with the starting rotation. What do you see down the road?
Well, it's an interesting conundrum, I guess, if I can use a big word. Because, I mean, Craig Stammen and Luis Adelano are probably the two guys that would be pushed for that spot. Now, both of them pitched well in their last starts, and you kind of have to assume that that's in the back of their minds a little bit, that everybody knows he's coming, everybody knows when he gets here he's going to take somebody's spot, and nobody really wants it to be them. Now, the other thing to consider is tonight's starter, J.D. Martin, who's taken Scott Olson's spot, and Olson threw today, everything went fine, but he's going to miss at least one more start and could possibly miss more than that. So if he is out for any extended period of time, it's very easy to just slide Strasburg into that spot. If he comes back, then you probably look at Adelano or Stammen being the guy that gets bumped out.
Now we have two left-handers in the bullpen, and we also have Stored, Clippard, and Capps. How about Walker? Would he be a possibility?
I suppose it's possible. I mean, if Craig Stammen ends up in the bullpen, but Walker's pitched pretty well lately, and I think they like him there. He's a guy that misses a lot of bats, strikes out guys, and I think they like the way he's going in that spot. It'll be interesting to see because, I mean, Craig Stammen is a guy they've talked about possibly being able to be a reliever, so you could theoretically put him in one of those spots. Miguel Batista is another guy that they could switch for Stammen, although Batista's been pretty good as well lately. So, I mean, it's a nice problem to have, but they've got a lot of guys that they'd like to keep, and there's just not enough spots, and it's going to probably take a little bit of shuffling to get all the guys there that they want there when Strasburg gets here.
Ben, there have been so much speculation about Steven making his first start with the ball club. What do you hear now? Obviously, it's not going to be, or maybe it is going to be, Cincinnati. Who knows? But certainly, maybe, definitely, maybe, possibly Pittsburgh.
Well, yeah, I mean, from what I'm hearing, and nothing is definitive on this, it seems like anytime you put a date on it, you get yourself in trouble. But from what I'm hearing, it's probably more likely that it's going to be Pittsburgh. I think all along there was probably a little bit of leaning in that direction. When I first kind of did the math on this, I was thinking June 8th, just because if you do that, it keeps him on normal rest to that point. June 4th was definitely a possibility because you only have to move him a day or so, change his schedule a day or so to get him to that point. But I think it probably will be sometime during that Pittsburgh series, whether it's the 8th or whether it's the 9th. You don't quite know until you get there because the rain changes things, the schedule of other pitchers changes things. But from what I'm hearing, I think it'll be the Pittsburgh series. I just don't quite know which date.
Okay, Ben, thank you as always for your time and good insight. Appreciate it.